Hello guys and mga Lodi, welcome to Pinoy NFT Review. This is JC, your host. So for this video guys, I'm gonna share with you the important things, important progress about NFT 11. So recently we had a part 2 AMA with this great project. Jeremy of NFT 11 or the Crypto Sapien on YouTube will guide us through their project and tell us more about their plans. So guys, if you are ready, let's take a look at NFT 11. Jeremy of NFT 11 will guide us on their demo. He's going to show us where to find the demo, how to connect our wallet, and he's going to share with us important information about the game and the demo itself. So come on guys, let's take a look at NFT 11's demo.
Head down to this website here. That's our dashboard, right? Dashboard.nft11.io, and that will bring you to our main dashboard page. As you can see, we've done it up to highlight the penalty shootout, so I don't think you guys would have a problem finding it. What you have to do, there are many things that you can do here. You can click play demo. So I already have my wallet connected, which is why you don't see the prompt coming up. But when you click play demo, it will get you to create an account. All you have to do is just put in your username, your in-game name, drop your email down here, and that's it. Right now, stage 1 is available, so just click on penalty shootout and you will have a nice little tutorial set up here for you. So this is what happens when a trigger event were to occur. You would be, depending on what your position is, whether you're the penalty taker, free kick taker, it depends, many different trigger events. But in this case, it's a penalty taker. So you're going to have to first select a move card. So you can see here, there are different types of move cards. For the tutorial, it forces you to pick this one over here. But this move card moderately increases the chance of a penalty shot on target. So there are 3 rarities to move cards where you get a normal move card, like the one on the left here that's grayed out. In these instances, you would read the text as slightly increased or something like that. Then we have one level above, which is the moderate, and then we have another level above that, which is tremendously increased. So there are 3 copies of the same kind of card in 3 separate rarities. And let me talk a little bit about move cards as well. If you'll notice here, it writes player move card. So there are 3 kinds of move cards: player move card, goalkeeper move cards, which you'll see later, and the last one is a manager move card. On top of that, there are also 3 different categories. Attack, these 3 are all attacks, as you can see, but there's also defense and there's utility. So just click on the move card that you want, and very simple, you just select the region that you want to take the shot at. And then comes up the power accuracy bar, where if you go for more power, obviously your shot's going to be directed at that spot with more power. There's a higher chance for you to be able to shoot the ball past the keeper, even though he goes for that same direction save. So that's the benefit of having high power. Downside is your shots become less accurate. There's a higher chance for you to miss that as well. Okay. Accuracy, dead on, your shot's gonna hit that target. Issue is that there may not be enough power, and the keeper, if he dives to that direction, is most likely gonna save that shot. So you gotta weigh your options here, and decide on what's best for you.
Okay, so Mr. Midfielder, go ahead and show us how you're gonna do the shot.
Okay, I can't really, because I guess they will. Okay, I'm gonna take a power shot. So goes in, goal.
Go!
That's our first shot. So the scoreboard's up here. If you get a shot in, you will see the green dot here. If you missed it, then you're gonna see it as red. So now we're gonna switch over and play as the goalkeeper. So you can see here there are a whole bunch of move cards, and because you're a keeper, it's mainly defense move cards, right? These are also active move cards, right? They are passive and they are active move cards. So that's kind of the overview of all the move cards that we have in the metaverse here. So click on this. Now you're the goalkeeper. goalkeeper is pretty straightforward. You just have to select the place where you want to save. Let's say, oh, okay, straight
Oh.
dead on, right? And that's it.
You got it.
I got it. Congratulations on my first
Oh
try
my
as a
God.
goalkeeper.
He
But
got
yeah,
both offense and
that's it.
defense. This guy's the man.
And that's it. Yeah, that's a simple tutorial. Now, of course, you can try the game on your own. Whether you choose to use a move card right now or whether you want to skip first. So maybe I'll skip the first time. I'm gonna go for a bottom right here.
Okay.
Bit more power. Oh, he dived over it. Yeah,
But
so I got it.
because of power,
Right.
I like
Yeah.
his expression. He's like, oh man, look at
Damn, I
that.
missed.
I missed
Okay, so now I'm gonna try
offense. Oh, sorry, you're gonna
yeah,
try defense. Yeah.
defense with the keeper. I'm gonna select intimidating gloves too. This greatly, tremendously increases the chance of opponent missing. So even if I choose the wrong spot, there's a chance that this guy might miss it. So yeah, I'm gonna. Let's
That's
see if
really
he-
intimidating.
Oh yeah, got it. So you see, I saved, and that's basically what you're supposed to
Great,
do.
great.
So what do you think about the demo, guys? Did you enjoy it? So all you need to do, guys, is to go to their website. You can try their demo 100% free. Now we move on to the next question. So we've asked Jeremy, why is it important, or what's the benefit of investing right now or getting the NFTs right now, even though the game hasn't been officially launched yet? He mentioned two important things that I believe personally would be beneficial for someone who would like to play this game in the future. So let's listen to what Jeremy has to say.
For NFT 11's case, I think coming in early will allow you access to two very important NFTs that I see within our metaverse. If you believe in the project, if you believe in what NFT 11 is doing, then these are the assets that you most likely want to own. Now, so let me talk about the assets. I think I mentioned this before. There are player assets and there are stadium assets. So I'm talking about the player assets, specifically the legend players. So the legend players NFTs, we've already sold about 50% of them. There's a total supply of 47,000. So we're keeping the second half for the new community members that come in, as we progress throughout this year and next. And we want to make sure that everybody gets, a piece of the pie and has that opportunity to come into the NFT 11 metaverse. So these legend players are the only players capable of scouting new NFTs, new regular players. So these guys are crucial to forming that base for NFT 11, that base player group for NFT 11. So that's one thing, right? So legends have that additional value. The other thing are the stadium seats. So stadium seats are, of course, a bit more expensive. They kind of function like land. As I mentioned before, there's going to be real world utility, down the road with actual stadiums, actual stadium seats and things like that. So, if you own this particular seat, there's a possibility you might get free tickets to this particular seat in that stadium. And yeah, we've been approached for stuff like that. Only it's very, very expensive. So it's definitely something we're looking at in the long run, as we grow bigger as well. So NFTs like that, seats give you real world utility. On top of that, they are also fundamental because they are involved with this whole scouting mechanics where you stake a legend player into the seat. After a few days, you are scouting a new regular player. So again, this is one of the building blocks of the ecosystem. And I think coming in early with investments on these in-game assets will allow players to build this NFT 11 metaverse, as well as some play-to-earn mechanics here, because when people scout in your seats, if you own a stadium seat, they have to pay a fee for scouting, and you get half of that fee.
So we got a very good answer there from Jeremy. So if you are a believer of this project and you like soccer, okay, so don't miss out to get your own legendary. And if you have an extra money, why not get yourself a stadium? For our third question, Jeremy will tell us more about the NFT Evolution. the burning mechanism, the stats of their NFTs, what are the cool features of their NFTs. So guys, let's listen to Jeremy.
Player evolution and aging mechanics is a very important system within the NFT 11 metaverse, right? So because we are selling different types of players, you have your regular players, your legend players, and your ultimate players. Ultimate players are the real life players like David James, right? uh, we wanted to make sure that this didn't become a pay to win kind of game where, oh, I just need all ultimates in my team, all the expensive NFTs, all legends or something like that, and cause this imbalance of people who basically spend more get better at the game in that sense. So there's that pay to win element.
There has to be a
So
balance.
yeah, exactly, right. There is definitely some elements or why it is better to own an ultimate player, right? From the starting stats it receives to the fact that it's a real life player, and there's real utility and value to an NFT like that. But more importantly, within the game itself, we need our regular players, right, to be able to evolve and age to reach a peak that is very close, if not better, than an ultimate player or a legend player. So for regular players, we have regular players as young as 17 years old. But if you will notice, the legends and the ultimate players, they start off at 21 years old. So this gives the regular players a 4-year space to catch up in terms of their stat increment, and that way they can balance off nicely with the legend and the ultimate players. So that's for player evolution. Aging mechanics is also really important to bring that real life element of soccer, because after like once a player hits 30 or 40, there's a general decline that happens, unless you're a monster like Ronaldo, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yeah, these guys, there are of course legends out there, who are like reaching their 50s and they're still fit as hell, still fire on the field. So yeah, but generally there's a decline, after you hit your peak. And so we wanted to mirror that as well, which brings us to the evolution of the player, right? So you will notice that after a certain age, the graph is actually on the white paper as well. After a certain age, you will notice a decline in the stat progression of that player. And so this gives again the opportunities for younger regular players to come in and be better at than these legends or these ultimate players. So there's a nice fine balance there. And yeah, we want to keep our ecosystem healthy also, because players have to reach a retirement age. Otherwise the entire market is going to be flooded with all these NFTs and players.
Wow, isn't it amazing, guys? The NFTs here are like real life players, so they will age and time will come. They have to retire. Isn't that amazing? That's really cool, actually. For our fourth question, so we've asked Jeremy about their plans and other cool stuff that they will add on NFT 11. So let's hear from Jeremy what we can expect from NFT 11 in the future.
The really interesting things about NFT 11 is the fact that we're kind of redefining play to earn. We want to reward players not just with it's just online, just playing a game and then getting rewards. So the NFT 11 metaverse is also going to encompass a real life aspect of play to earn. So within the NFT 11 metaverse, we're going to host competitions as well, like real world competitions, where there's going to be actual virtual rewards as well as physical rewards for players. So I think that's a kind of a separate function to the game. And we are organizing this first tournament. It's going to be called Meta Cup, right? Yeah, this is an alpha league. You all are not supposed to know the name, but I'm going to leak it anyway. Yeah, M3TA Cup. right? It's you won't find anything out there. If you do, somebody's stealing our IP there, but not yet. Website's not up yet, but that's gonna be a interesting tournament that's organized by NFT11 itself, and the three for Web3, as part of Web3 culture, meta culture, and all that. But yeah, it's redefining play to earn. It's going to have real world elements incorporated into it. So I think that's something quite unique to NFT11. And again, real world translates to the virtual world. So participating in events like this could allow you to win NFTs that you can then bring and incorporate into the game. So you know how games, they release like special skins during events and stuff like that. This will be similar. Only it's almost like real life skin coming into the virtual world, right? Because it's a real life event. So I think that's going to be pretty unique about the game itself, that infusion of a reality from the into the metaverse.
What can I say, guys? They are doing great with this project. They will be handling tournaments in the future, and as much as they could, they would like to create real life utilities for their NFTs. Isn't that cool, guys? Now we move on to the last part. This will be the community question. So we have a few questions coming from our community. The first question actually came from our community, Pinoy NFT Review community. So the question is, can we transfer the stats of our NFTs to our new NFTs? So let's listen to Jeremy's answer here.
This is actually happening like in the next 2 or 3 weeks, right? Our old NFTs are going to be upgraded to new NFTs. So lots of our players are concerned like, oh no, I started trading early and I wanted to make sure that this player had these stats. Now with this whole upgrade and change of the NFT, do my stats reroll? Will I lose everything? So the answer to that is no, right? We're gonna keep those stats the same. Any upgrades or elements that are added to the game itself are going to be updated and staying according to whatever you have decided. And this is where I think partners like Altura come in, their technology with smart NFTs. Yeah, so we're looking to apply this as the game progresses as well, because we don't want to have our user base or audiences pay gas fees every time we need to do some kind of change. Even though it's 10 cents, 20 cents, you do that over the course of time, it adds up.
True.
Yeah.
The second question coming from the community: will there be female representation or female characters in the game? We all know, guys, that soccer is very famous for our boys or gentlemen. This is a very good question coming from the community, and let's listen to what Jeremy has to say about this.
I actually have spoken to a few female footballers, right? I met I think she was in the Switzerland national team or something. She was actually here for Web3 Singapore event, and so I was speaking to her, and yeah, there are definitely people who are willing to come on board, and we definitely want to do something for our female audiences because we do have them, and a lot of them are asking for legends that are females in the chat. So yeah, we're definitely gonna deliver that. We're probably gonna do something for International Women's Day next year. We'll maybe look at something like that. In terms of representation for our female fans, right? Part of the NFT11 metaverse and entering the soccer space is selecting the faction that your manager comes from as a manager. So there's this RPG element. So if you look at our white paper under the manager factions, the 6 factions section, you can actually choose the style of management you want, the kind of manager you want to be. And for these managers, there's going to be dual gender. So you can select a female manager if you want to enter the space as a female manager. And eventually, as your manager, I want to incorporate something as intricate as have you all seen the system in Elden Rings, the facial how they can design and how intricate it is, right? Yeah, I definitely want to have that for managers, right? Because if you want to create yourself within the metaverse, you should be allowed to do that. And yeah, I think that's the perfect opportunity for the RPG element to come in for the NFT11 metaverse.
Now we move on to our final question. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you've stayed this long, I really appreciate your time. For the last question guys, this came from Wolf's community. So the question is, what is NFT 11's dream partnerships? So we know guys that they are partnering with real life soccer legends like David James. So we want to hear their opinion or their plans in the future about partnering with other legend players. So let's hear from Jeremy what he has to say about this question.
I think I'm speaking for myself because I'm a huge
we can
fan.
accept that.
Roberto Carlos. That will be my dream guy to bring into the NFT 11 metaverse, because I grew up on his insane free kicks. You know, I love that. He was known for his thunder thighs, and I kind of have a bit of thunder thighs as well. So, you know, I used to take those heavy long shots, and I love the reverse curl that he does. You know, so I spent so much time like training that particular shot, that reverse curl, just so I can mimic my favorite football star.
Thank you again so much guys for watching this video and for staying this long. For the last part, let's hear out Jeremy what he has to say for our community and the community of NFT 11.
Check out our socials as usual. Follow us for updates. You know, we're building this project. Come join our community, build this together. Give us all the ideas you have. Make this a fun game for us, yourselves, for everyone to enjoy. Go check out our demo. It's live now, so dashboard. And yeah, follow our socials, stay up to date with what we're doing, and enjoy this journey.
All right, well, I guess it's my turn, guys. Thank you very much, of course, to our special guest, Mr. Jeremy the Crypto Sapien. Oh, he also has a YouTube
Yes.
channel. You
Yeah.
forgot to promote that, but he does. You can go and check it out. I want to thank, of course, John. I want to thank JC. So this is your boy Damien Wolf. I'm asking you guys to do check out NFT 11. Once again, all the links to the socials will be listed in all of our videos, which will be posting. If you have questions or anything, you can go ahead to socials and go ask them out. All right, guys. I always say I'll see you guys on the battlefield, but this time I'll see you guys on the soccer field, I guess. All right, guys. That's it. Bye-bye.